progressive is a scale drill where we are playing 3 notes up from the first note of a scale, then we're playing 3 notes up from the second note of the scale, and then so on and so forth, right? So progressive scale drills like this, 3-note progressive, 4-note progressive, all kind of come from the same family. They're helpful because we understand the scale can be an extension of the note of a scale. And as an upright bass player, in terms of our technique, many other instruments also, but specifically for upright bass, it helps us find our intonation in a key much better because we're not playing the scale just straight up one time. We're actually repeating the same shift over and over. So if you take, for instance, a key like B major, where we go in and out of half position just for the first octave of the scale, it sounds like this, just a regular scale. Right, so I'm making these shifts into half, back to first, into half, back to first. If I play with just the scale, we only have how many shifts? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So 4 shifts this way. If I play 3-note progressive, where I'm playing the first 3 notes of the scale from B, then from C sharp, how many notes, how many shifts do we have this way, right? So if we count these shifts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? We double the number of shifts by playing this 3-note progressive, and technically I stopped on a G sharp. You could even and add 1 or 2 more shifts in there, right? So it's using this pattern to give us more of an extension of what's coming from each note of the scale. So if you're a jazz improviser and you want to know, maybe you want to come up with fast licks to play, or you want to think from, I want to center my solo around F sharp in the key of B major, right? Depending on what the chord changes are, obviously. Then you have kind of some vocabulary stemming from F sharp, these 3-note patterns coming up from that, or you could go down, right? Or F sharp obviously is part of an arpeggio, but that's getting into other structures. One other tip that I want to mention is that we should be practicing these 3-note progressive and 4-note progressive drills slowly, just like we would our normal scale. Because when we make these shifts over and over, the notes obviously should still be in the same place, right? So like a C sharp in the key of B, if I play here, that's the C sharp. When I pivot back to this C sharp to start the second one, if I'm flat, and I let myself get away with that, that's the kind of thing that's going to creep into your playing. And you don't want to just play 3-note and 4-note progressive drills quickly because you see someone play that way online. You actually want to be accurate. It's incredibly, incredibly important as an upright bass player. Your intonation is like what makes you a good string player if you don't have frets, right? Like you have to be dead on accurate. So you can't skip this step. I mean, you could play fast and out of tune, but nobody really wants to hear that, right? We want to hear the clarity of intonation. So even though this is a drill that you hear people play fast a lot, you have to start slow. Please don't skip that step.